Hi everyone. Just wanted to share with you a nice little chocolate chunk of NLP. So you'll know that I love NLP, and for me, it's like this great big bar of absolutely yummy chocolate, and you can just have a little bit of it, and it's so powerful. It's so nice. It's so good. It's so quick. It's so easy. It's just as satisfying as a little bit of chocolate. Anyway, I'll stop waxing lyrical about NLP and chocolate there. Um, what I wanted to share with you was something that I wish I'd have known when my kids were young. With our language is such a powerful thing. And when you learn all about neuro linguistic programming, that middle word, linguistic, really pops out because the language that we use is hugely influential in how we respond and how we react and how our internal mechanisms work and the kind of instructions that our unconscious mind takes. Now, our unconscious mind is a very willing servant. It will do anything that we tell it, which is rather charming, really. It's got no judgment about it, it just takes the information and it does it. It also only takes positive instruction. And when I say positive instruction, it sees every single thing that it hears or sees as a call to action. Um, and our language is a call to action for the unconscious mind. Now, let me just pose something to you. We spend a lot of our time saying, don't do this, don't do that, don't walk on the grass, don't spill the drink, um, don't do this, don't do that. We do it all of the time. And it's kind of like a default mechanism for us when it comes to how we talk. It's how we're brought up, it's the culture around us. Don't. The thing is, when you say don't, so let me say, don't think of a pink elephant. The first thing that you think of is a pink elephant. Because actually, what your unconscious mind is doing is listening and it hears, think of a pink elephant. It doesn't hear the word don't. It can't not do something. It will always do something. It'll always act as if it's an instruction. So if I say don't think of a pink elephant, you think of a pink elephant. If I say don't walk on the grass, the first thing that you've brought attention to, your unconscious mind has gone, oh, walk on the grass. It's had its attention brought to the fact that grass exists, but you're not supposed to walk on it. No, but I've brought the attention to the grass. If I say, don't spill that drink, then quite often you're thinking, oh, all the time you're thinking as you're holding the cup, oh, what am I going to do? I'm going to make sure I don't spill this drink as the drink's going to fall. Oh, it's going to spill on the floor. Brought attention to it. The unconscious mind is focusing on it. So I wish I'd have known this principle, as I say, when my children were young, because we had a small back garden and they were just little tots, and when the days were nice, it would be, can we go in the garden, Mum? And I go, yeah, sure, go and play in the garden, but don't dig the dirt. Because every time they went out there, they would literally get anything they could to dig. And there's this little patch of dirt. I really didn't have a very big garden, it was quite small. This patch of dirt, they would dig it every time they went out there. And I was banging my head against the wall thinking, how can I stop them digging the dirt? I tell them not to dig the dirt, and they still go and dig the dirt. I didn't know that was actually bringing their attention to it, giving their unconscious mind an instruction, and then they would go and do it. So, how can we change this around? How can we stop this? How can we do something different that means that our language actually has the impact that we want it to have? So, we don't want you to dig the dirt. We don't want you to think of a pink elephant. We don't want you to walk on the grass and all of those other things that we don't want you to do. So, how do we change our language? How do we do something different so that we actually get you to do the thing we want you to do? And it's really quite simple, but it feels quite strange when you first do it. So, if your life depended on not thinking of a pink elephant, what could I say to you? Well, I could say, think of a blue hippopotamus. Think of a red giraffe. Think of a big green frog. Anything at all, except don't think of a pink elephant. So if we start to turn that now to some of the other things that we kind of say don't do, if the instruction is don't walk on the grass, then what we really want them to do is to not think about the grass. So we could say, keep to the path. You're not even drawing people's attention to the fact that there's grass there. Keep to the path. And therefore, the unconscious mind is thinking, right, this is what I need to do. Keep to the path, and it helps you to do that. If it was, don't spill the drink, then it could be, keep the drink in the cup, or some other way of saying it other than don't spill the drink. When it comes to don't dig the dirt, I could have used a million one other different instructions. I didn't even have to bring their attention to it. I could have just said, go on then, go and play in the garden. If I wanted to be more specific about it, perhaps I could have said, keep the dirt around the plants so they can grow. I might not have mentioned it at all, because sometimes the best instruction is don't even draw attention to it. So when it comes to our language, it's really, really powerful. The power of do is this little chocolate chunk. So the next time you find yourself saying don't, then think about the impact that that's having on the person that you're saying it to. And if it's really an instruction to do something that you want them to do, frame it that way. Instead of saying don't, say do. Rather than don't forget, you could say please remember. So much easier. Okay, thanks for your time. That's a little chocolate chunk of NLP from me, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.